Remember the face, remember the name. It's your boy Flow State Hands. Chelsea are beating Wolves 3-1 away from home. And the boy called Palmer, man. A hat trick in the first half. Seals it for us, man. You know what I mean? What a great first half. You know, Cole Palmer has scored the most hat tricks in the first half by any player in the Premier League. You know what I mean? He scored his 50th goal for the club in 100 appearances. The boy's back, man. The boy is very much back. Listen, there's been greats at our clubs. There's been Drogba, Lampard, and he's got the most hat tricks for us, man. You know what I mean? Which is impressive. He's only 23 years of age. It's not easy. They might try to downplay it, but it's not that. You know what I mean? He's the only player to have done that 4 times, I believe. And you know what? Besides the goals that we scored in the first half, the actual dominance and football that we played in the first half was outstanding. Do you know what I mean? One touch, two touch, getting him behind that will. You know what I mean? The only thing that I was disappointed with the whole result was that we conceded again. We came out the second half quite sloppy. And Wolves was alright. First 10, obviously they got their goal. But pretty much we knew we handled business in the first half, if I'm being honest. But the main player, the main standout, Cole Palmer, man. He still doesn't look fit. He still doesn't look close to his best, but he's delivering, he's producing. 2 penalties, albeit you still got to score them. You know, the first one he goes to the right, the second one goes to the left. Jose Sarr thought he had his number, he didn't. And for the third goal in particular, great football in the middle of the park. And then Neto held it up, switched it over. We had an overload on the left. Cucurella cutback, Palmer, top corner, man. Great all-round football from the whole team. And we finished off with a great goal. That's what you work on the training field, and it fruition in the goal. But I feel like it was really compact, really sound in the first half, and I want to speak about the first half because that's where the game was ultimately won and lost in it. You know what I mean? In the second half, we didn't really do much. We conceded. But the football that we played, and I've said it time and time again, what Liam Rosini has done, he's come in and ultimately Chelsea are scoring goals at will. You know what I mean? The only thing that we got to do is shut the back door. But listen, man, we've scored more than 2 goals in almost every game under Liam Rosini, you know, and that's really good. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like we're struggling per se to get goals. And yeah, funny enough, João Pedro was the player that got that won the 2 penalties. But really sound, really sound. I like what I'm seeing from the team. And you know what? Other than Cole Palmer today, someone that stood out to me was definitely Chalobah. Chalobah was really good today. Yes, he did. Yes, we conceded, but I think ultimately he didn't put a foot wrong. Covering the space really well whenever Wolves tried to get him behind. And you know what? Sometimes you gotta appreciate Chalobah, man. He's been there for a really long time. I know even I've been on his back in terms of poor performances. Is he good enough to be at Chelsea? And I think he is. I don't know about a starter, but for him to be at Chelsea, I feel like he's got the attributes. And again, Fofana played his first back-to-back games, should I say, in back-to-back games in general for the first time since November. Really, really good to see. He looks like I said it last time. He seems like he's got his fitness back. If he didn't, he wouldn't have played back-to-back games. And today, I don't feel like he put a foot wrong at all. Only player that didn't do really good today again was obviously Gusto, but again Reece James wasn't available today. I don't know what was up with him today, but yeah, he wasn't in the squad. But we didn't need him. Caicedo again, like again, you just got to not notice what he does for the team. One of the best midfielders in the world, if not the best. Um, but then he's got a really good relationship with Andre Santos. He's got a really, really good relationship with Andre Santos in the middle of the park, man. And it allows Enzo Fernandez to do more of his work, carry up the field. And you know what? If you want to talk about Kobe Mainu, that's fine. Just make sure you put Andre Santos' name amongst those young players. Only 21 years of age, plays extremely well. You know what I mean? You're the 40s, 25, 26. The way he conducts himself um, on and off the pitch. Um, and really, again, someone that goes about his job silently um, and plays well. You know what I mean? Anytime he's called upon, he's done well. You know what I mean? So good performance, man. Good performance. Can't really complain. Happy. Um, we just gotta kick on. I feel like top four seems like more of a possibility now. Um, so that's really good. Um, we need a reaction. We got it. I'm happy. I'm happy. Tying up the defense. But other than that, man, really good performance, you know. Um, yeah, we just gotta stop conceding. But listen, winning is the main thing, and we're keeping it the main thing, which is important. Do you know what I mean? After what happened midweek, we need a reaction. The boys done that today. Cole Palmer at the forefront of it. Um, Covered his ears. He said, "Yo, I've been hearing all the noise and stuff." But as I said, man, really good performance, clinical. But his overall game can probably be a bit better. But again, he's not fit. I don't believe he's not moving as freely. But he took his penalties really well. That's the main thing, and he's becoming one of Chelsea's greatest players in our history. Funny enough, he's only been there for a short period of time, but his impact, influence is really key. It's really telling. He started off the right today, but he was picking up. He was in pocket of spaces, high out the field, more centrally. But good touches. I just don't feel like he's beating his players at will as he did when he first came into the club. But other than that, man, Chelsea looked good as a whole. Um, and I keep on saying we just got to kick on. But honestly speaking, man, good performance. Can't really complain. Show up the defense. We'll be all right. Um, and Liam Racine is looking like he can play at this level or coach at this level, should I say. Um, Good team selection. It was a really strong lineup, albeit Reece James wasn't there. But solid team on paper. Um, Obviously, Jamie Gittins is out for a while now, so you won't see him, which is a shame. He hasn't had the best of seasons, but it was always good to have a winger like that in your rotation. But listen, I feel like we need to work on our continuity, keep the same team, keep the same lineup. And you know what? Funny enough, Lavia, he's he's getting back to his fitness at least. And it's going to be really hard to get back into the team if Andre Santos keeps on playing the way he's playing. But all in all, great performance away from home. And this is what I like to see, man. Up the Chelsea. You know what I mean? Listen, man, it's been your boy Flow State Hands, one half of Motion with Sports. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? The love don't go unnoticed. I'll catch you in the next one, man.